For today's lesson, we will be talking about the role of the extension worker in modern agriculture, primarily sa impact niya on agricultural development. Okay? Wait lang. Yan. Okay. Now, before everything else, we should know first muna kung ano yung role ng extension worker or kung ano yung function niya all throughout the process of managing a particular project for community development. So una, the extension worker acts as an intervener. And ang ibig sabihin nun, meron siyang sets of tasks na ginagawa niya that would help the community achieve yung kanyang desired goals. Okay. So una-una, ang extension worker, after going to the community and assessing everything, kailangan niyang mag-formulate ng goals. Okay. And these goals, they should be collaboratively made with the community members. So, kailangan niyang i-involve yung mga community members in the process of generating and formulating yung mga objectives nila. After having now the goals, the extension worker should now create a set of strategies. He or she should design a set of strategies that would be implemented soon na sa tingin niya makaka-achieve ng goals na yon. Again, dapat participatory ulit to. I-involve again yung community. Kasi kapag dinidesign yung mga strategies na to, kailangan din niyang i-test kung effective ba. Kasi there are some strategies na hindi siya effective. Most of the strategies hindi siya effective at the forefront kapag sinimulan. So para hindi masayang yung resources mo na i-implement mo na full scale yung strategy mo, kailangan i-test mo muna. Effective ba to? Itong strategy na to sa mga farmers na nandito sa lugar ko. That's one. Pangatlo na function ng extension worker is to deploy and to manage and deploy resources. Yung resources na binabanggit ko dyan is yung resources ng community. Remember, yung community ay hindi lang siya composed of people. It is also consist of resources na pwede nating gamitin or i-leverage para ma-hit natin yung goal ng extension work. After that comes now the full-scale implementation ng project. Okay? Full-scale implementation ng project. Pero hindi yan nagtatapos sa implementation lang. After implementing it, kailangan may evaluation na mangyayari. Naging effective ba yung extension work? And yung effectivity ng extension work na to ay hindi sa perspective, remember hindi yan sa perspective na extension worker, but rather sa perspective ni farmer clientele. Okay? So, ang evaluation ay hindi manggagaling sa perspective na extension worker kung effective ba yung program or hindi, pero dapat manggagaling yan sa perspective ni farmer. Siya dapat yung magsasabi. And of course, after the evaluation, magkakaroon ulit ng iteration, let's say parang version yung mga projects that would now be scaled to fit yung evaluation ni farmer and to make the project more effective. The goal is, after all of this task happens, it would change the people, it would hit the goal according to the intervener's goal, which is the extension worker. But again, pero yung intervener's goal na to, kasama na din dyan yung goal ng community kasi in the first place, involved sila in the creation of that goal. So kapag ikaw ay naging isang extension worker, ganito nyo lang isipin, itong diagram na to will actually dictate kung ano yung magiging work mo sa community. So, di ba? Parang ito ay magiging job description mo ng mga gagawin mo kapag ikaw ay extension worker sa isang community. So, kayong mga extensionists dyan, handa na ba kayo sa ganitong challenge? Diba? Napakaganda. Ang extension work natin, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, through the Agriculture and Fisheries Modernization Act, is mainly focused on modernizing the agriculture as well. Gusto natin ang agriculture, ang farmer natin, for example, ay hindi lang siya cultivator, but rather a businessman. Ano ba kasi ang mga karakteristik ng modern agriculture? Unang-una, modern agriculture welcomes innovation and change. So dapat hindi lang tayo nag-i-stay sa isang path of agricultural practice, but rather binabago natin siya and ini-improve natin siya every now and then. Pangalawang karakteristik ng modern agriculture is that it is highly competitive, which means we utilize yung mga modern production and management technologies. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga farmers natin, dapat nagkakaroon sila ng healthy sense of competition, kung saan patuloy nilang ini-improve yung kanilang farming practices, na kapag nakita nila yung kapitbahay nila na in-improve yun, magkakaroon din sila ng urge to improve theirs. And because of this highly competitive nature, nagkakaroon ng innovative collaboration between farmers. Diba? And ito yung sinasabi ko, yung mga farmers natin should not just be cultivators of land. They should be entrepreneurs. Okay? Entrepreneur. Dapat enterprising sila. They should have the initiative to choose the technologies that they want, to grow the crops that they want, and to market yung kanilang mga produkto para magkaroon sila ng high profit. Yan ang gusto ng mga agricultural extensionists sa ating mga farmers. Kaya naman, we are pushing modernization din talaga. And isa yan sa mga goals natin is to modernize agriculture. Kasi nakikita natin na if agriculture is modernized, then the farmers' lives will also be uplifted. Unang-una, socio-economically speaking, magkakaroon sila ng more money. Pero pangalawa is yung mindset. Magkakaroon sila ng mindset na, yung trabaho ko as a farmer ay hindi pala trabaho ng isang pobre, kundi trabaho ng isang tao na matalino, ng isang businessman. So magkakaroon sila ng sense of pride because of that. So sa anong mga areas ng agriculture natin tinutulungan yung mga farmer clienteles natin? Well, sa mga different agricultural development components, which is of course magsisimula tayo sa production. Tinutulungan ng mga extension workers ang mga farmers in growing their crops and raising their livestock. Extension workers also helps in marketing strategies on how do we sell agricultural products more effectively. How do we bring more value to these agricultural products para mas kumita si farmer. We are also ensuring yung supply ni farmer. Supply doon sa resources na gagamitin niya para maiproduce niya yung kailangan niyang i-produce. We're also talking here about governance. Okay? Ina-approach din natin yung mga different political leaders and ipinag-aaralan natin yung mga different policies and regulations that would guide the farmers in their daily operations. Pang-apat na component ng agricultural development is on research. Again, research is very important kasi gusto natin continuously nag-i-improve si farmer sa kanyang production practices. Kasi kapag si farmer hindi nag-i-improve sa kanyang production practices, ang nangyayari dyan, siya ay nalulugi. Siya ay napag-iiwanan. Our world, globally speaking, is continuously evolving. And nakita naman natin yung effect niyan sa importation ng Pilipinas, for example. Yung ating agriculture dito sa Pilipinas ay hindi ganoon ka-modernize. Kaya naman kapag dumarating yung mga imported goods dito sa atin, natatalo talaga yung local products. So that's one thing that we need to improve on: research. And of course, extension education, which is yan na yung pinaka-main na focus ng extension work, is to use yung mga nakuha natin na knowledge from this and disseminate it to our farmers effectively in the way na magiging sustainable yung pag-adapt nila sa technology na yun. Right now, dati kuan lang pera-pera lang ang goal natin, especially when it comes to extension work. But as of right now, with UN's goal of SDG or yung Sustainable Development Goals, we are now aiming for these 5 things. Dapat yung pamumuhay ni farmer, okay, in order for it to be a sustainable development, para masabi natin na yung extension work natin promotes sustainable development, una, dapat si farmer kumikita. That's number 1. So meron siyang kita. Pangalawa, it should be ecologically sound. Dapat yung environment ni farmer ay hindi nasisira. Dapat na maintain yung environmental health. Pangatlo, it should be socially just and humane. It should promote fairness and welfare sa mga farmer. It should be culturally appropriate. So dapat may respeto yung mga developmental efforts natin sa local traditions and practices ni farmer. And lastly, it should be grounded in holistic science, kung saan hindi lang one aspect of science yung tinitignan natin, pero other aspects as well. Kaya nga, nung ako ay nag-work sa BSU, nauso yung tinatawag naming multidisciplinary approach or multidisciplinary research. Kung saan, kapag pumunta kami sa field, hindi lang po technical people yung kasama namin. Kunwari, hindi lang agronomist, hindi lang horticulturist yung kasama namin sa field na nag-a-assess ng halaman ni farmer. May kasama din po kaming anthropologist para maintindihan yung pamumuhay ni farmer doon. Meron din kaming kasamang ang focus niya is on agribusiness para makita kung paano gagamitin ni farmer yung mga produkto na to para makapag-profit siya. So multidisciplinary, tinitignan namin yung mga different facets sa buhay ni farmer that would actually bring some benefits sa kanilang pamumuhay and sa kanilang way of living.